You have all grown stronger during this time, and there is no reason for concern. Every generation believes its time is the most difficult. Every generation believes its fate is the hardest. But in truth, you are being reconfigured. Neurons are rewiring themselves in human development. And the Earth's frequency is changing now, which is why everything here will be different. It's not applicable that you live more difficultly, or that you live more easily. You live in a new way, in accordance with the frequencies and the possibilities available to humanity at this moment. The crisis is within. The crisis primarily affects the spiritual, intellectual, and psycho-emotional spheres, penetrating all subtle bodies, and only afterward does it manifest on the physical plane. And this, in turn, reflects and resonates with all situational models. It seems to you that the war has changed everything. It seems to you that you live in wartime. But in reality, the human spirit lives in a war with itself. This is the cause you are warring against your higher self. Hence this discord arises, such a synchronicity. Your model of existence was conceived long ago, not as something stagnating, but as a constantly changing, flexible form. It is the observer's fallacy to think your neighbor's life is easier or better, and yours is worse, because you do not know all the factors surrounding that other person. Do planetary cycles also influence the lives of other extraterrestrial races, just as they do Earthlings, for instance? Lunar cycles in our case, and in the case of other races, is there an influence? There is an influence, because the geomagnetic field is different for everyone. The information field is different for everyone. This affects the content of oxygen, silicon, and other substances necessary, in a specific proportion for a particular race. And any change has an impact. Will humanity, in the coming centuries, be able to overcome the curvature of time and space to penetrate another parallel or another galactic system? There is no need. You can do this even now. No, wait, if we could do this now, we would all be traveling in space tourism. This is not a question of technology. It is a question of understanding quantum fields and the transmission of information, particles over certain distances. I am now showing a very interesting image. How the projection of an object's body assembles in one place, and as it assembles there, in another space this projection seemingly disintegrates, thins out. This is how you see leaps through time. Why can you perform these transitions and so-called quantum leaps, jumps, much faster and more organically? Because we discovered this model long ago. But it is not a secret, and you can do this too. If it is not a secret, could there be some formula? There are no formulas. Your current understanding of energy mass is incorrect. When you recalculate negative mass, you will be able to do something with it. What is the reason behind Elon Musk's such passionate desire to colonize other planets? There are many reasons, and many layers here that need to be examined. Layer 1 represents a highly complex, financially corrupt system that channels large budgets through the technologies of his design bureaus. Layer number 2, this is a disorder of his personality. He has been using small special substances in small doses for quite some time, and he has come to believe that he is a mission. Layer number 3, this is his cosmic DNA, which deeply yearns to return. Where is he from? You do not have this planet, and you do not have this system. And currently, there are major problems with fuel and internal combustion engines found on your spacecraft. From which country? It doesn't matter on any human vessel. What do we need to know right now? Portals are opening. Which portals? Portals of dimensions, through which you can pass via your consciousness, receiving new information. What is this connected to? It is connected to the eclipse. It is connected to the Earth's transition to a new quantum level. And what can this give a person? Those who searching shall receive. It all depends on what one expects and requests. On the query, someone requests information. Someone requests knowledge. Someone requests abilities. Someone requests material resources. It is different for everyone. How did you, in your time, resolve the dilemma of not losing your unique identity while uniting with everyone else? We did not unite, we simply preserve our culture, our traditions, just as other civilizations do. On strategically important matters, we hold joint committee sessions. But then, how are decisions concerning our planet made? If we have not joined this intergalactic union, and our representatives are not there, and will not be for a long time, understood, and how is it resolved? Then, we do not resolve your issues. Is it possible to connect in astral way and attend one such session? The purpose, you would not be able to apply that knowledge here. There are many claims now that other contactees channelers are astrally present there. This is an illusion. It is an illusion imposed by low vibrational entities or plasmoids, as you call them, upon their charges to make them believe they are somewhere significant and their voice matters. In reality, this is not the case. A picture is simply recreated there, and while they are immersed in this astral trance, a fairly large amount of energy is drained from them, because at that moment, their ego shines and glows very intensely. Why does Earth have such huge problems with energy, despite having enormous resources and potentials? Because the time has come to reformulate energy extraction and place it on a new qualitative level. You failed to do this in time. There was much procrastination, and therefore this is now happening through, among other things, military actions, so that everyone becomes aware of alternative energy sources.